Well, word on these spiritual streets is Rashad Jamal was found guilty of the unthinkable. And they saying they gave him a whole lot of time. And I hate to be the one to say I told you so, but I told y'all. I told y'all Rashad Jamal was very disrespectful to Orishas. He was very disrespectful to Ifa and the tradition. He didn't know what he was talking about, and he was meddling in things that he shouldn't have been meddling in. And this is coming from somebody like me that grew up in the tradition. This is what people was not understanding. They just was saying, hey, they're this, but they just came into even knowing about this stuff last year or the year before. Like, relax, humble yourself. You know what I'm saying? Nobody that's truly into Ifa follows Rashad Jamal's teachings on Orishas. I'm just going to tell you, you know, like, that's what it is. And ultimately, you got to realize that Eshu is always watching. Eshu is always watching, and Eshu is always making sure law is being obtained. Law and order is being upheld. Eshu is always doing that. He's the one who watches people if they're breaking taboos, people doing what they supposed to do. Eshu is watching. So when you coming out here and you're perpetrating like this or like that, like this or like that, like what you're talking about with Orisha is, come on, man. A lot of people that follow Rashad Jamal, that have come in contact with my content, at first, they felt the same way until they continued watching and started to learn something. And they like, oh, I see what you were saying now. Bet, I understand now. Right, I know. And that's why when you go through my videos, you see me with what? Priests and priestesses in Ifa from different places that are respected, that are known by people in the practice. Not by a bunch of random people that's just coming into spirituality and trying to figure themselves out. No. People that have been in Ifa for 30 years. Follow these people. You dig? So that's how I be plugged into the culture. That's how I be plugged into the tradition. Most of the stuff I'm telling people, a lot of that come from my grandmother. A lot of that come from my great-grandmother. My family was actively into Orisha tradition. And that's all I was trying to say. It's like if a military vet come tell you the realities of war and you just jump down their neck like they don't know what they talking about. Dog, they're telling you from their real point of view because they've been there. They done been to war. They done been to everything. They letting you know how this shit go. And all I was letting y'all know was how this go. You want to deal with Ifa, you want to connect to these Orishas, come through credible people like me and the people that you see on my channel. Then you will learn the real on how to really go about it. I'm going to do a deeper dive on this and really break this down deeper with this Rashad Jamal situation. But this is just me, reminding y'all that Brujo told you. And I let you know that it didn't look good for that case. Go back and watch that video. You know what I'm saying? I let people know it don't look good for Rashad Jamal. Now they done found them guilty, so shit. And they found him, apparently they gave him all that time because he took it to trial. They probably offered him a plea and he didn't take the plea. So when you don't take a plea deal and you get found guilty, that's when they bury you with time because they feel like you wasted the court's resources, you wasted the taxpayers' dollars to string this out the trial. Okay. Now they gonna hit you. You dig? Now they gonna hit you. So, it is what it is. People gonna still feel how they want to feel. But guess what? Guess what I'm gonna still be doing? Still be in a tradition. Still dealing with people around the world that's in the tradition, that's priests and priestesses. Still tending to my Orishas that are consecrated in the pot. Not no little mini statues. And I'm going to still be doing me. And the people that learn from me, will continue to grow within the tradition, within the culture, and better their lives. And the people that don't, they don't. They're going to look for the next Rashad Jamal to teach them, whatever useless information and or wrong information. And that's that. That's life. The world spins. And SU is always watching. That's all. So with that said, y'all stay tuned because I definitely will be dropping. And y'all have a blessed day. Or dabo.